Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Sandeep. In our previous video, we have covered question and answer on the Active Directory and covered few questions on DNS. And in today's video, we will cover more question on DNS server and we'll finish the topic for the DNS today. So let's start our video with the following question. What is iterative query and recursive query? What are the commands used for the DNS operation? What are the default time setting in DNS? Explain the round robin DNS and what is a zone. So let me start with the first question. What is iterative and recursive query? So guys, iterative query that are those query which sent to the DNS server from the client machine, and it is called iterative query. It will give you the answer of that query directly. And recursive query, these are those query which sent to the DNS server from the client computer, and DNS says about the query that I don't have the information on your query, but I give you the address of another server who can help you in finding the host name or your answer of your query. Let's come on the next question. What are the commands used for the DNS operations in the environment? Okay, so guys, I mentioned few command of the DNS. So these are the commands used for the DNS. I mentioned nslookup, ipconfig /plus DNS, ipconfig /register DNS, and DNS-mgmt.msc. Let me explain a little bit here. DNS-mgmt.msc. This is the command used to open the DNS console. So once we enter this command, DNS console will be open and we can check the DNS configuration over there. What are the configuration available in the DNS, and if any changes we have to make on the DNS, then we can only make the changes in that console only for the DNS related setting. And NSLOOKUP actually it's used to get the information on the IP addresses or what actual host name is resolving the DNS server. It's reaching to the DNS. If it is reaching, then what IP is resolving for the DNS. So for that, NSLOOKUP command is used, and the ipconfig /DNS and register DNS. These commands are used in troubleshooting of DNS. Let us suppose if DNS server having some issue with the DNS server on any system, and it is not reaching to the DNS server, or some duplicacy is there, then we can use this command to flush the DNS. We can use the first command ipconfig /flush DNS, and after that, after flushing, we have to register the DNS again. Then for that, we have to use the command ipconfig /register DNS. So these are the commands, guys. You can note it down or read it. Come to the next question. What are the default time setting in DNS? So I mentioned here primary zone and secondary zone. So refresh time interval and retry, these two settings are there related to the time setting in DNS. So refresh interval is 10 minutes for the primary zone, and it will retry after 15 minutes. If it is not resolving, then it will retry, but after 15 minutes. And in the secondary zone, retry is and refresh is not there, but it will expire after 1 day. Come to the next question. Explain the round robin DNS. So guys, the round robin basically it is used for the load balancing. So whenever we have to distribute the DNS load against any domain name, then we have to configure the round robin in our DNS to distribute the load between more than one server. Send two IP addresses is required. IP addresses and two network card is required on the server to configure the round robin functionality. Come to the next question. What is the DNS zone? So guys, actually DNS zone are three types: primary, secondary, and stub zone. Primary and secondary we already learned in our last video. Primary master and slave master. Slave master is secondary master server. So this zone is similar to that. So primary zone, it is a zone file in the DNS namespace that may be read or write as well. Okay. In primary it is read and write, but in secondary and stub zone it is read only. Got it? So in the primary zone it is a zone file in the DNS namespace that may be read or write as well. It have all the data of zones, and it is the main source of the information about the zones. Come to the next secondary zone. As I told you, it is a read-only copy in DNS namespace. It received the update from the primary master zone, or we can say that it is a copy of primary zone. And the stub zone, so it is a read-only duplicate of a zone that contain the resource entries required to identify the zone authorized DNS server. So names are resolved between several DNS namespaces via stub zone. So guys, in this video we have learned the topic DNS, and we covered these questions. What is iterative and recursive query? What are the command used for the DNS operation? Default time setting in DNS, round robin DNS, and what is a zone? So please like, share, and subscribe my channel so that you can't miss the update on the next video. So whenever I'll give the next video, you get a pop-up message on your device, and easily you can see it without any delay. So till then, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks.